In today's video, I'm building a new school for Bloxburg town. So as you can see behind me, we have Bloxburg City Hall, which people have wanted to be a school forever. So in today's video, I thought I'd renovate the City Hall and make it into a school. So let's head over to my plot and get started. Alright, so here we are at my plot, and as you can see, I've built a very, very rough outline of what I want the build to be. I tried to replicate the town hall as closely as I could, but first things first, let's get rid of this red brick. I'd honestly much rather a darker color brick, and I think this is giving me like high school vibes. And honestly, one day guys, I really do hope that they actually do add a school into Bloxburg town. Okay, and now for the most important part of the exterior, which is the windows. I think since it's a renovation, we should probably go as modern as possible. Now that I've added them all in, I think that is quite a nice vibe for a school. And I am of course going to be adding a big sign to the front of this. So I've added a basic shape, and then I'm going to add a painting on top of this. And all that the basic shape really does is just gives the painting a little bit more of that 3D outline. And it also means that you can put LED lights around it. The last thing we need to do is put a door. And honestly, I might just take these windows out and then put this door in. We'll have to lift the door up a little bit. And that's because I added these stairs to try and make it look like the town hall. But yeah, honestly, I think this looks really cool. The only other thing I can think to add to the outside is maybe some flag poles. And I know this seems so random, but you know at schools they have like their baseball teams and stuff on the flags. So yeah, look, I've just got this random like tiger or something jumping through a letter. Then over here maybe we can do like cheerleaders. Yeah, so this is like one that says cheer tryouts, and then of course just some lights, and then maybe even some tables just outside, because that could spice up the entryway a bit. And I think, yeah, these picnic benches look really, really high school-esque, don't they? So maybe we could have some like homework on here or something. Then we could just have a couple of these dotted around the front. But now let's move inside. So I'm just giving this school the most basic floor going because I don't feel like it needs to be anything too special. And now I think it's time to do like the layout. So schools normally have massive corridors. We can have a big massive corridor here with maybe the stairs at the end. So I'm thinking on this side we'll have the cafeteria, then on this side we'll have a big gym hall, and then upstairs is where we can have all the actual classrooms. So let's first of all put all the stairs in that we're going to have. Then I'm just going to add the flooring up here quickly, and then obviously some fences to protect. And now let's build the classroom. So I think on each side there's room for 2. And I was thinking maybe in here could be like the principal's office or something. I think that's a good layout, guys, and I'm actually excited to get started. So first let's pick the doors that we're going to use. And I personally want to use commercial doors for the whole school. I don't know why, these just give me such like American high school vibes. And since these walls are so bland in color, I think wall trims are going to have to bring them to life. And by the way, guys, the vibe of this high school is like real life realistic. I'm not trying to make it aesthetic or anything. I mean, it might still end up looking aesthetic, but it's meant to be like real life vibes. So since the corridor space is so empty, I'm going to add some custom lockers in. So I'm pretty sure to do this, all you do is grab a basic shape, make it a bit thinner, then pull it up pretty high. Then we're going to color it blue like a locker. Then I think you just go into structural and like add some lines or something. Please guys, comment down below if this looks like a locker or not. I think it doesn't look too bad. So this is just a really easy way to fill up wall space. And now I think we should move on to the first room, which is going to be the gym room. So again, we're going to be using basic shapes because I want like bleachers, I think they're called, which are basically the big seating areas which go up in like pyramids like this. So maybe like that could look good. And then obviously you're not going to be able to sit on this yet. But if we go into comfort and search up benches, then if we put these all along, then color the bits underneath. Honestly, I think that looks good for some bleachers. Over here, I might add like a gym cupboard because that is just wasted space otherwise. Anyway, now we've got the actual gym space to do. So I'm going to go into training because I feel like we should do a football pitch or something in here. Of course, we need a little football to go in the middle. And do you know what? I'm going to put it on top of like a carpet. And this is going to be the football area, or soccer as you call it in America. Then to fill up wall space, I'm just going to add paintings everywhere. And then we're going to replace these with like school themed posters. Anyway, over on this half, I think we should have more of the gym area. So we'll have some of these weightlifting things over here. And something that could be really cool is to have like a big mirror along this wall. And that was actually really expensive, but I think it looks really cool having a massive mirror wall over here. And then I had a really cool idea to do something maybe with these big unit shelves. So maybe on here we could have some normal things like towels, but I was thinking we could maybe also try to build like a weight. Yeah, look, look, these are like perfect. So if we get these can be like the ends of the weights. So we'll put that there, and then if we put the other bit here and then get a rod from structural, will this connect? Oh my gosh, it does. I think these need to be a little bit wider though. But oh my gosh, guys, that literally looks like a weight. I'm going to do another one next to it. Maybe this one can be longer and it can be like one of the ones you lift on here. And then maybe, honestly, we can use this as like a wall to like separate off the gym part. Not completely, but as you can see, now the football pitch has like its own area, and then the gym has its own area too. And now we should probably sort the lighting out. So I definitely want like this industrial ceiling lamp. But tell me that you didn't have these lights at your school. I literally bet you did. But anyway, I'm pretty sure that is the gym area done. So now we can go over to the cafeteria. And obviously we need to separate a bit of this off into a kitchen. Okay, so we'll have doors going into the kitchen there. And then I think we need some windows. Just some of these like basic open ones where the chefs can like pass the food out from. And then in the actual kitchen, I'm going to use very like industrial looking counters. This is going to be a very fancy school. Like, I don't know what school has this expensive stuff. And then to be fair, most schools do have cheap ovens. So we'll add these basic ones in. Then over here, we can have the fridges, and I will splurge on them. Don't worry. And another thing schools have is like air vents everywhere. So we'll put some of them. And you guys might think this is such a basic build, but schools are not like crazy detailed. You see these people building like aesthetic schools on here. And it's like, what school looks like that in real life? But anyway, the reason I'm doing this realistic is because obviously it's for the town, not just for my personal use. And honestly, I'm not too fussed about the actual kitchen because that's not really a main part. What I am concerned about is doing the tables. So I've given them the most generic school color ever. You might be wondering why I'm not adding the chairs yet. And that's because I'm actually going to give them benches to sit on again. Because in schools, they often have this. Maybe on the actual circle tables, we can give them some chairs. And normally I decorate my tables with ketchup and stuff. But at school, they don't normally have all that kind of stuff laid out for you. It's not a restaurant. And then over in this area, I think it's perfect for like a vending machine. So that's where everyone can go and waste all their money at lunchtime. But there we go. That is the cafeteria done. So now we can move upstairs, and oh my gosh, look how bright and fun it is down here. And then you go upstairs and it's like, oh, but we will sort that out. So let me color all the walls first. And there we go. Just like that, I've colored everything. So again, we're going to use some of our lockers. And by the way, these are $399 per one. So it's not actually that bad to like copy and paste them. So I think here we should have a massive glass window. Then, you know, in school, guys, they always have that one seating area which everyone wants to sit at because it's like the most fancy one. That's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to give them one nice seating area. We're sticking with our basic school colors though. Then I realized this is a school and we've not added any books so far. So each side, I'm going to add a little table with some books on it. And also, I want glass looking into the principal's office because, you know, sometimes they'd have that in schools. So actually, we should probably start with this because this isn't going to take too long at all. So I definitely want them to have like a custom bookshelf in here. And so I think maybe one of them each side of the office. And then they're going to need this big fancy chair because they're the principal, you know. We'll give them a computer. I think they're also going to need a phone, to be honest. So they can phone the parents if anyone's being bad. And then inside the actual office, I'm going to add just a couple of plants. And then the last thing I want to do is add just a couple of chairs for if they have a meeting or anything. So we'll put a couple of chairs there. And honestly, that is the principal's office done. So I might actually just copy and paste this table and have this as like the teacher's desk. Then this can be like a medium-sized classroom. And guys, it's honestly really hard to decorate like schools because it's just like you've got to think what to put in them. Then maybe I could get creative with structural items. Since this is a maths classroom, maybe I could like draw some numbers or some equations on the wall. That does look like a 2-year-old's done it, but that's all right. Then to add maybe just a little bit of excitement, we can have some LED lights. And now we can move next door to the English classroom, which first thing I'm going to do is also add some of these LED lights. Then we're going to have this teacher's desk at like a little corner over here. And because it's an English classroom, we definitely need some books. Then honestly, since we're going with like the vibe of Bloxburg town, they would so have some default bookshelf like this in there. So I'm definitely going to add these. Then maybe for the English classroom, we can have some more like together-ish tables because you work in pairs in English, right? But anyway, I think that is the English classroom done. So we have 2 more. Maybe we could do like a drama classroom or like a dance classroom. So let's actually remove these lights and then we can use some of like these stage lights. So maybe over here we could have some mats for like if you're doing dance. And then over here, I'm going to put a circle of chairs because, you know, in drama, drama, you'd always sit in like a big circle reading out like a play or something. But on this side, we could have like tables with like makeup and stuff so they can like prepare for the show. And then maybe just next to it, we could have a massive standing mirror so they can look at themselves before they get ready. Then last but not least, we can have like maybe a geography class. I don't know why geography's come to the mind, but it has. But anyway, we'll have a similar style to the other room over here. We'll put a window in as well. And then maybe, since this is a geography classroom, we should put like a globe on the teacher's desk. That could look really cool. But anyway, guys, with all that done, that is our new high school for Bloxburg Town complete. So let's go in and tour it. So as you first walk up to the school, you have the name of the school on this lit up board. You have some benches, some flags. And as you can see, I kept the vibe of the town hall outside. But anyway, as you go in, we have the entryway. So to the left, the right, we have the gym. So we have all the gym equipment you could need. We have some weightlifting things down here. We have the football pitch. And then over here is where you can sit and watch your friends play football. Let's see if I can score a goal, guys. Oh my gosh, I'm so bad at football in real life and on Bloxburg apparently. Anyway, opposite we have the cafeteria, so it's very basic in here. We just have tables and stuff, and please say these face the right way. Well, we can have a good chat with the window. And over here we have the kitchen, very basic, but yeah, the cafeteria is actually really spacious. And upstairs we have a really cute little seating area. This is probably one of my favorite areas in the school. But next to it we have maths, so we have all our equations on the wall, but I'm gonna leave because maths is just not my favorite subject. Next door we have English, which I do like a bit more actually. We can sit down here, face the teacher. Yeah, that's why these benches are facing this way, guys, so you can listen to the teacher. Very nice classroom. And in the middle we have the principal's office. If anyone's being naughty, it's kind of right in the middle of the school, so they can be brought straight here. And there's two more rooms. We have the drama room, which actually out of build mode looks pretty cool. And then last but not least, we have the geography classroom, which would probably actually be one of my favorite classes. We have a picture of Earth on here, then zoomed in a bit to get the map. And of course, my favorite thing, the globe on the teacher's desk. So that was me turning the Bloxburg Town Hall into a high school. Hopefully one day we'll get one for real, but anyway, thank you all so much for watching this, and I'll see you all next time.